All right, this one is about X's, all right? Now, 3 Days Grace is a band that I knew about, and the One X album, I liked it. I liked a lot of the songs. I listened to it long ago, and I still listen to it from time to time. Recently, I haven't been too much of a music junkie. I've sort of just been trying to find work and doing other stuff, traveling and just trying to find a place to live, too, which is crazy. But One X, that was something I never really got at the time, and I think the idea is that there's an actual album cover or something where it shows a bunch of people, and there's X's, and then there's one with a check. And I never really got what that might mean, but then I came up with something kind of cool to get people thinking about it. You have a lot of X's sometimes. For me, it might be 14, it might be more, it might be people that I didn't really spend too much time with, but they could have been a date, or they could have just been an X, or not even, right? But why no checks? And the check mark is almost like if you had someone who really cared about you, they might help you. Help could be money. Help could be a place to stay. Help could be something else. And you would never expect that of someone, but if everybody who's your ex is always not good enough or that didn't work out, it's kind of silly, right? Where you would think one person would have worked. Well, I'd like to think I had all checks. And I was given something because I was given the opportunity by all the women that I was ever involved with in any way. And none of them worked because they weren't allowed to work. I couldn't make it work. They couldn't make it work. We couldn't make it work. Both of us were different. And I'd like to think that any two humans that do agree on most things could easily make it work. If we can go through work, if we can be homeless, if we can be on the street getting run down by society, getting poisoned, and being told we're worthless, we can easily make it in any relationship. So I'd like to think I have all checks and no X's, but yet there may have been one person, and that person was the most important person to me in my entire life. And that, I think, is my one check, where all other people are X's, but the X's could have made it with me too. But the one person tried to make it with me when no one was even letting us. And that person knows who they are. And I want to thank them for that time, for everything that we went through. And I just want to say that I had definitely one check, and the one person was all I needed. The one person to stay with was all I ever needed. And that didn't need to be sexual. That didn't need to be anything that people seem to promote in society, right? Just someone that I would definitely give a check mark at everything that you could say about them, everything they did with me, everything they tried, how they tried to make it work, how I tried to make it work. I think that's a check, and I think every girl I've ever met could have been a check. Even the ones that I just went on a date with and we just hung out and then we thought, we're two different people, this isn't going to work. They could have been a check too, but the one girl that I know for sure, I tried everything I could, she tried everything she could. We should have been able to make it work, and it lasted 4 years, but that was something, right? And that's something I'll never forget. So thanks a lot. And I'd like to get everyone to think about that. There's always one person who did everything they could to make it work. And if it didn't work, it wasn't their fault. And it might not have been yours, but hopefully it didn't go too bad at the end.